Hello everyone, I'm Lokesh and today I'll be talking about art of networking.
Everyone is born with most brilliant self, uniqueness and authenticity. I will help you touch those points through networking. Networking is a phenomenal way to expand circle of influence. In fact, it's one of the most priceless skills to connect with others and expand your influence and grow your career. In this session, I will touch upon benefits of networking and you will understand the importance of networking through concepts. What are the networking obstacles? How to master the networking? I will also give you tips which help you to prepare, speak in confidence, and crack this initial conversation. Company's estimation says 25% of their positions are filled by networking. The second research, which is UK educational institution, indicates that approximately 75% of the people find new jobs through networking in European Union. The third one, which is from the US Department of Labor, 48% of all job connections are through personal networking. So what is this networking all about? It's not what you know, but who you know. It's not a replacement for talent. It's about being recognized as talented. Networking is establishing contacts to gain or exchange ideas and information of employment opportunities in such a way that it builds personal relationship too. Another example that I could give is you can tap the hidden market when you're an entrepreneur. Information about unpublished jobs, you could get the career advice too. This is about how you can use networking to build your circle of influence, the effect that you have on other people's lives, and the effect others have on yours, or the individuals in your life with whom you have connection. You can have a family circle, friend circle, work circle, or a community, and then the country that you live in. Networking is an opportunity to expand your circle of influence. You might have longed to be in that position, or say you want to change the job or meet the person you always admired. But through networking, you are aware how to connect with others to expand your possibilities. Assess five people you put on aspirational circle of influence. Please write why you wish to connect with them. The next one is what impact could they have in your life? What impact could you have in their life? You likely have so many skills, talents, interests, passions, hobbies, things that you know stuffs about and you like to talk about. I want you to take a little inventory of those things, and it's going to come into play when we talk about connecting with people at events. I will give you a simple example. When you go to events, when I come to know that other peoples have just traveled only to attend this event, I would be very happy to help them with places around they can visit, best restaurants they can try. I make them comfortable by giving lots of information for their of their interest. Instead of worrying right from the start on what to talk about myself, my work in a compelling way, I want you to mine information. Or another example that comes to my mind, when I go to a new restaurant, I find the experience very good. So when I find the experience is good, I would like my circle of friends to experience it. Whatever you love to talk about, that makes people appreciate you and remember you for being invaluable resource. I will move on to the next concept. Power of networking to grow yourself personally and professionally. When you realize you're creating and manifesting whatever you want in life, you get to set your sight higher. Networking is just an exercise of introduction to meet new and exciting people. If there were no possibility of failing, what would you want? Where you want to be? Whom would you connect with? And why do you want to do networking with such and such a person? From that goal setting, you are going to map out action steps to get there. Pick your top goal and focus your actions. First is setting your destination or the goal, and to achieve that goal, what are the action steps that is required? You need to jot down and keep assessing every now and then whether the actions that you're taking is yielding the desired result or not. It's also important to know about what are the networking obstacles. The don't play the card game. I personally get quizzy when I see somebody walking around a networking event, visibly holding a stack of cards. They are up to you and say, "Hi, I'm so and so. This is my card." And on the flip side, I have also seen people that regard events as an opportunity to get as many cards as possible. The next thing you know, maybe 48 hours later, you are on their mailing list already. My friends, that is called spam. If you make one genuine connection, job done. The goal is achieved for you. The major don'ts in this area is don't have a goal of collecting as many business cards as you like. When you get the contacts, immediately don't start putting them into your newsletter sharing. Do not hold stack of cards in your hand while you are doing networking or in the events. Don't forget to follow up with the people you have met, had a fruitful conversation, ideally within 48 hours. So don't force your card on someone if they really do not feel okay to accept that. And most important one is don't misplace the cards if you get one, and have already put an effort to make that right connection. Make a Excel sheet, have all the information ready. Please pay attention when you have connected with a person and having conversation. But I'll tell you, whenever I'm going to a networking event, there is always something will come up like, I can't believe I have to do this tonight. Perpetually panicking or having negative thoughts prior to every time you think about networking events is basically putting this invisible wall between you and the opportunity. Before any event that you go, list down all the negative thoughts that comes across and try to reframe those habitual thoughts about networking to positive ones. We learned about the benefits and what's networking. We touched upon the three concepts. This is basically to build your circle of influence, identify the people, and think about why do you want to connect with them. So the other next concept was you don't be a receiver, you should also be a giver. By doing so, you can become an invaluable resource. In order to do that, you should have an inventory list. You need to think about what you like, identify the main key points out of it, which you can help others understand. Taking out the simple examples of the favorite travel destinations that you had been, all those things. Then we touched upon power of networking through by growing yourself personally and professionally. And we learned about the networking obstacles. I mean, I gave an example about how people uses the business card sometimes, and I touched upon how much it is important to pay attention when you are speaking to the person. And we touched upon stress and anxiety and how to manage that. Mastering the art of networking. We are going to get really into the game of connecting with people and really mining opportunities too for that connection to happen. Like you, I'm too very busy in my life. And because we are juggling with all these various activities throughout our lives, we tend to develop habits and patterns, which means that we are likely bumping into and connecting with the same set of people over and over and over again. So it's very much important that if you want to expand your circle of influence, you need to make time to change this pattern. But the point is, making opportunities that work for deeper connections is very critical. Break the pattern. I'm talking about gaining visibility at work. How do we do that? As I said, we all have habits and patterns in our daily lives. We drive the same way to work, we drink the same morning beverage. While patterns aren't inherently bad, but They do limit our ability to experience new things and meet new people. Since now you are in the business of using networking to move towards your professional goals, I give you some ideas to expand your presence at work. The first one I have already touched upon. The pattern that you travel to work, you can take a metro, meet new people, take time to eat lunch with others instead of eating at your desk. Make a point to visit areas of the office you don't typically see. Make an effort to connect with new people in the elevator. Vary the times you take the break and get something to drink. Notice how people observe. This is very, very key. How people tend to network with their peers. Say hello to coworkers. Take a moment and identify some of your own creative ways to gain new visibility at work. Now, moving on to the next one, attending conference and events. You identified your personal and professional goals. Now, you have the ideal lens. Take a decision which events or conference to attend. Go back to your list that you have already listed down and find one goal that you can use for the purpose of this exercise. I will give you the simple roadmap to get you to the ideal networking opportunities. Meaning, my goal is attend this conference room or events. So, what do I do? Step one, identify your area of interest from your list of goals. Step two, research the conference you want to attend and know about the topic in detail. Step three, identify influencers in your topic that you want to connect with. Say you know the people who are coming to the conference, study about them, go to their LinkedIn page, research the events they will be attending further or they have attended, and what do they state, what was their vision, or what is their point of view about a particular subject. Connect with them via social media. If they have posted a article, say in LinkedIn, provide your thoughtful response to that. Research other opportunities to connect with people around this topic in more casual situation. Like you can identify the people within your own company with whom you can share the similar interest, and you can create that opportunities to connect. And other thing that you can approach for this step four is you can meet up with local people around your community or online community. Connect with other like-minded folks online. The last step, commit yourself for taking action to prepare and also identify for the future conference, events, or meeting in the near future. This helps to keep you churn your thought process about the goals that you want to achieve. I can summarize this way. Your goals are more achievable than you realize, but your success is ultimately dependent on your willingness, right? The more you have the willpower, you can achieve anything. Okay, I'll move on to the next one, which is digital connect. It's about process of increasing our visibility through social contact. We all know that internet is the powerful tool to connect with others. When anyone wants to know about you, first thing they will do is Google out your name, full name, and they would go to LinkedIn site of yours or the company page of yours. So from time to time, it's a good idea to make sure that all aspects of your online presence are up to date with recent job descriptions, titles, new photos, or about your current recommendations. One of the article comes to my mind. HubSpot published an article about 29 LinkedIn tips for professional networking, business, and marketing. It's a great resource for polishing your LinkedIn profile so your online presence can be as dynamic as you are in person. So whether that is your love of playing guitar or going for hiking or playing cricket, you are putting yourself in the experiences that are bringing you joy, that are making you feel balanced and happy and satisfied. You always bring this energy back into everything that you do. When you pursue about your passions and interests through the lens of networking, guess what? You also meet people with shared interest instantly. I have come to the last part of my portion.
Hope you enjoyed it as much I did. My mission was to help you to network naturally. present powerfully and sell successfully regardless of your industry. Thank you.